Yo, what's going on guys? Abby here. Today I'm going to tell you guys about the one weapon in Deepwoken that's so overrated that you should just stop using it. I see so many people talking about this weapon being crazy overpowered and super strong, but in reality, if you looked at the stats, you'll see that this weapon is nowhere near as good as people say it is. What weapon am I talking about? I'm talking about Curve. Now, for those of you guys who keep up with the updates, you guys might remember that Curve Blade got hit hard with the nerf hammer. And these nerfs hurt the weapon so badly that if I showed you the weapon stats with no context, and I told you that those were the stats of a legendary weapon, you would think I was lying to you. Don't believe me? Let's take a look. These are the stats of a Curved Blade compared with the Forgotten Gladius, with 3-star pen and deferred on it. Why did I choose this Forgotten Gladius? I chose it because it's literally an easier to find and arguably better Curved Blade of Winds. And these stats basically prove my point for me. I mean, why does the Forgotten Gladius do more damage than the Curved Blade of Winds? They even have the exact same weight and swing speed. Matter of fact, the only things Curved Blade has over the Forgotten Gladius are range and pen. And even then, it's only by a small margin, which will affect you in a fight basically never. Keep in mind, this weapon isn't even that hard to get. Sure, the deferred and 3-star pen might take some time, but I promise you, it is 100 times easier than getting a curve. Now, I'm sure some of you guys are going to bring up this statistic that was made by the devs at around the same time Curve got nerfed. This graph shows that the Curve Blade had the best win rate out of every weapon in the game. So you might think that the devs had the right idea by nerfing Curved. But believe it or not, the reason why Curved had the best win rate was not because it's a broken weapon. It's because only the best of the best players were actually using it. And because of that, it had a much higher win rate than the average weapon. How do I know this? The Curved Blade is a legendary weapon, which means you have to farm the hardest things in the game, like Hell Mode or Layer 2, to actually get your hands on one. And the only way you can survive these parts of the game is if you're A, a good Deepwoken player who's actually skilled, or B, exploiting. Either way, you're gonna have an advantage in PvP as well, meaning the win rate for these weapons will be higher. The win rate for the Curve is gonna be higher whether the weapon is strong or not, because only the better side of Deepwoken players who can actually farm and survive will be able to use the weapon. To really drive my point home, look at the graph one more time. Do you notice out of the top 6 weapons, 4 of them are legendary? This could mean that the weapons are too strong, but you have to keep in mind that since they're legendary, only the best players are actually going to be using them. Which is exactly why I think the Curve nerf was way too much. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below whether you agree with what I said or not, since I know this video is really controversial. I might get a bunch of hate for this, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.